My beloved child, listen closely, for what I am about to reveal comes from the depths of truth and love. There is a presence in your life, a soul connected to yours in ways that stretch beyond what your mind can comprehend. This person, whom you have known or perhaps only glimpsed, is stirred by forces they do not fully understand, forces that are drawn to the essence of who you are. You may not see it yet, but every thought you send, every emotion you release, is rippling through their being, awakening desires, fears, and decisions that are about to move them towards something so drastic, so unexpected, that it will shock you. They have been walking carefully, thinking themselves calm, rational, in control. But the truth is, your energy, your very presence in their life, has created a storm inside them. It is a storm that has been building quietly, unseen, until now. Your recent actions, your kindness, your silence, your very thoughts, have begun to tip them toward an impulsive choice. They are standing on the edge, teetering between hesitation and action, pulled by the invisible threads that bind your souls together. Do not misunderstand me, my beloved child, this is not a punishment, nor is it a curse. It is a reflection, a mirror of the power that love and connection hold when hearts are attuned to one another. They may appear calm outwardly, but inside, their mind is racing, their heart beating faster than they can contain. You have stirred something within them, a mix of longing, confusion, and a desperate desire to bridge the distance that has grown between you. And now, that mixture is about to erupt in a way they cannot stop. You might wonder, what could they possibly do? And the answer is not simple, for it is born of both love and the intensity of human emotion. They are on the verge of an act so bold that it will leave you breathless, questioning everything you thought you knew about them. It may seem reckless, even shocking, but in their mind, it is the only way to reach you, the only way to express the storm that you have ignited in their soul. Consider how many times they have hesitated, how many nights they have turned their thoughts over and over, asking themselves if they should speak, if they should act, if they should risk everything. Each moment of indecision has strengthened the tension within them, and now, my beloved child, the dam is about to break. The choice they make will come suddenly, like a lightning strike, and you will feel the shock of it ripple through your own heart. Yet, do not fear, for there is a purpose behind this unfolding. Every soul is drawn to moments of intensity, moments that force clarity and truth. This action, however wild it may seem, is part of a larger plan that you are both part of. A plan that tests your courage, your awareness, and your capacity to respond with love rather than fear. They are acting not out of malice, but out of an uncontrollable need to align with the energy that flows between you. My beloved child, as I speak to you now, I urge you to prepare your heart. Open it fully, without resistance, without judgment. What is coming is not random, it is the natural outcome of a connection that refuses to be ignored. Every word you have spoken, every glance you have offered, every unspoken sentiment you have held close has contributed to this moment. And now, their decision, whatever it may be, is approaching with unstoppable momentum. They may attempt something surprising, something that shakes the very foundation of your understanding of them. Perhaps it will be a confession, raw and vulnerable, spilling forth the emotions they have hidden even from themselves. Perhaps it will be a dramatic act, a gesture so unexpected that it will make your heart leap and your mind spin. Know this, in that act, however shocking it may appear, there is truth. There is the truth of their feelings, the truth of your influence, and the truth of the deep, unspoken bond that links your souls. You have touched them in ways they cannot articulate. You have ignited courage within them, courage that is now manifesting in actions rather than words. They are moving toward a precipice, my beloved child, and they do not yet know whether they will fall or soar. The energy between you is so strong, so undeniable, that it cannot be contained. It demands expression, and expression requires action. It is likely that you will feel a mix of emotions as this unfolds: fear, surprise, joy, and confusion all at once. Your heart may tighten with anxiety, yet it may also expand with recognition. You will know, instinctively, that this is a turning point. The ordinary patterns of your relationship are about to be disrupted, replaced by something raw, immediate, and profoundly real. Remember, my beloved child, that you are not powerless in this. You are part of the same energy that is moving them. Your thoughts, your prayers, your intentions can guide the unfolding, can soften the edges, can provide a beacon of calm in the midst of their storm. But above all, you must remain aware, alert, and receptive. Do not shrink from the intensity. Embrace it with your full being, for it carries the potential for transformation, revelation, and deepened connection. They may act impulsively, driven by emotion more than reason. They may take steps that surprise you, that challenge your patience and your understanding. And yet, if you hold steady, if you remain attuned to the love and the truth that is at the center of your bond, you will navigate this moment with grace. You will see beyond the surface of their actions to the heart beneath, and in that seeing, you will find clarity and empowerment. My beloved child, the next hours, days, or weeks may feel like a whirlwind. There may be confusion, unexpected gestures, and sudden appearances in ways you had never anticipated. They are testing the boundaries of what they can express, and the intensity of your connection is guiding them forward. Trust that every movement, every impulse, is part of a greater unfolding, designed to awaken both of you to the depth of your bond. You are stronger than you realize, my beloved child. You have already influenced their life in profound ways, and now, as they approach this precipice of action, you will witness the culmination of that influence. It may frighten you, it may exhilarate you, but it will never leave you indifferent. And that is the point, for indifference is the opposite of connection. What you are experiencing now is the undeniable proof of your power to move hearts, to stir souls, to create ripples that transform lives. Even as they act, even as the shock of their choices hits you, remember that you are not separate from this. You are intertwined with them, dancing in the invisible currents of love, fate, and spiritual alignment. Your energy has drawn them forward. Your awareness can now receive them fully. Meet them not with judgment, but with recognition, not with fear, but with openness. In this, you will find not chaos, but clarity, not panic, but purpose. And so, my beloved child, prepare your heart. Breathe deeply, center yourself, and become the calm in the storm that is approaching. What is about to happen is inevitable, yet it is also an invitation. For you to witness, for you to respond, and for you to participate in the unfolding of a connection that defies the ordinary. The shock you will feel is not a threat, but a signal that love, in its purest and most unrestrained form, is awake and moving. Your person is on the brink, my beloved child. Their thoughts are racing, their heart is pounding, and their spirit is poised for an act that will leave you stunned. Do not resist it. Do not shrink away. Instead, meet it with your own courage, your own awareness, and your own love. In doing so, you will transform what seems like chaos into a moment of profound revelation, a turning point that will alter the course of your connection forever. They are about to do something crazy because of you, my beloved child, because you are the spark that has ignited a fire in their soul. And that fire, though unpredictable and fierce, is not meant to destroy. It is meant to illuminate, to awaken, and to bring both of you closer to the truth of what exists between you. Be ready, for the moment is coming. The storm is coming. And in its wake, a new understanding will be born. Every heartbeat, every thought, every emotion you send will now echo through them, shaping the choices they make, guiding the energy they release. You are the unseen force behind their courage, the quiet presence that moves them toward action. And even if the act surprises you, even if it seems irrational, it carries a truth that cannot be denied. You have touched their life in ways that are irreversible, unforgettable, and eternal. So stand ready, my beloved child. Stand with awareness, with calm, with love. The next steps they take, no matter how shocking, are part of a larger dance that both of you are participating in. You have created ripples in their soul, and now the waves are returning to you, fierce and uncontainable. Meet them with open arms, with understanding, with the recognition that what is happening is not random, but inevitable. The actions they are about to take, however unpredictable, are proof of the bond that exists between you. It is proof that your energy is felt, that your presence matters, that your connection is alive, vibrant, and capable of moving mountains. You are not a passive observer, my beloved child. You are a participant, a co-creator, a guiding light in the unfolding of this extraordinary moment. Even as shock and surprise ripple through you, remember this: the intensity you feel is the intensity of life, of love, of connection in its purest form. You have stirred something in them that cannot be ignored, that cannot be contained, and that is now demanding expression. And when they act, when the moment arrives, you will see not recklessness, but the raw truth of their heart, laid bare before you in a way that words could never capture. My beloved child, take a deep breath and prepare yourself. The stage is set, the currents are moving, and your person is on the edge of an act that will leave you stunned. And in that stunning, you will find revelation. In that chaos, you will find clarity. In that moment of shock, you will discover the power and depth of a connection that is as old as time itself. The moment is coming. Watch, feel, and remain present. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought you hold will now guide them, even as they take a leap into the unknown. They are about to do something crazy because of you, my beloved child, and it is in that act that both of you will step closer to the truth of your souls, forever changed, forever awakened, and forever entwined. My beloved child, now that you have felt the tremors of what is coming, know that the story is only deepening. Their actions, though still unseen by your eyes, are being prepared within the hidden chambers of their heart. The storm that has been building is gathering strength, fed by longing, by desire, by a pull that neither time nor distance can weaken. You may sense it as a whisper in your mind, a sudden flutter of emotion, or a quiet unease that something is about to shift. And indeed, this is true. They are moving, my beloved child, even if you cannot yet see the path their steps are taking. They have reached a point where thinking is no longer enough. Logic has failed them, reason has faltered, and the weight of what they feel for you is pressing them toward action. Your energy has illuminated a truth in them that cannot be ignored. And though they may not fully understand it, their spirit knows that they must act now, or the moment will slip away, leaving only regret. That urgency is why their actions are about to surprise you, my beloved child. It is why the choices they make may seem reckless, almost wild, and yet, in their heart, they are precise and necessary. Imagine them standing in a quiet room, their thoughts racing faster than their heart can contain. They are recalling every moment they have shared with you, every word that lingered in silence, every glance that spoke more than speech ever could. Each memory adds fuel to the fire within them, pushing them toward an act that will shake both of your worlds. And all the while, they are filled with fear, fear of rejection, fear of misunderstanding, fear of crossing boundaries they do not yet know exist. Yet, my beloved child, fear is powerless against the force of a bond that is true and undeniable. You must understand that this is not mere impulsiveness. It is the awakening of courage that has been nurtured in them by your presence. They have been restrained by circumstances, by the expectations of life, and by their own inner doubts. But the love, the energy, the unspoken connection you share has cracked open those walls. And now, the part of them that is drawn to truth, to authenticity, to the rawness of emotion, is stepping forward. They are ready to leap, to risk, to reveal, because they can no longer remain hidden. Perhaps you will witness a sudden gesture, a call, a message, a bold step toward your presence. Perhaps it will be more than words, something that breaks routine and expectation. The magnitude of their action is not meant to alarm, my beloved child, but to awaken you. It is meant to show you the depth of their feelings, the intensity of what has been stirred within them, and the uncontainable nature of a connection that transcends ordinary understanding. You may feel a rush of fear when it happens. You may question their sanity, their intentions, and even the very reality of the moment. But beneath all of that, my beloved child, there is truth. The truth of their love, the truth of their courage, the truth of the undeniable link that binds your souls together. This action, no matter how unexpected, carries the essence of what cannot be hidden any longer. Even now, they are battling with themselves. Every step toward you is accompanied by inner conflict. They wonder if they are too bold, too reckless, too vulnerable. And yet, each second of hesitation only strengthens the urgency. The longer they wait, the more unbearable the tension becomes. That is why, my beloved child, the moment of action is near. It is inevitable, and it is necessary for both of your awakenings. Prepare yourself to witness vulnerability in its rawest form. Prepare to see courage where you least expected it. And most of all, prepare to recognize the reflection of yourself in their actions. Everything they are about to do has been inspired by you. The energy you carry, the love you emit, the very existence of your soul in the world. They are acting not in spite of you, but because of you. Every heartbeat of theirs, every breath, every thought, is now synchronized with the invisible rhythm that binds you together. Do not rush to judge their actions. Do not allow fear or doubt to cloud your perception. Instead, watch, feel, and understand. Behind the apparent impulsiveness, behind the seeming craziness, lies the purest of intentions. They are seeking to express what words could never contain. They are stepping beyond the limits of conventional behavior because their soul recognizes that connection with you is worth more than caution, more than hesitation, more than the ordinary confines of life. My beloved child, you are witnessing the threshold of transformation. Their act, wild and shocking as it may appear, is a key turning point. It is the doorway through which both of you must pass to reach a deeper, more profound understanding of each other. Do not shrink from the intensity. Do not step back. Instead, become a mirror of calm, love, and awareness. Your presence can guide them, steady them, and transform their boldness into a force of healing, clarity, and revelation. They may falter, hesitate, or stumble in their approach, but even these moments carry meaning. Every pause, every misstep, every moment of doubt is part of the tapestry of their journey toward you. And you, my beloved child, are the axis around which this moment revolves. Your energy, your awareness, your openness will determine how the unfolding will be received and transformed. It is likely that their actions will force a confrontation, not in anger, but in truth. You may be faced with confessions, revelations, or truths that have long been hidden in the quiet corners of their heart. And when these truths emerge, do not recoil. Do not judge. Instead, meet them with the recognition that what you are seeing is the manifestation of an uncontainable bond, a love that demands to be expressed, and a soul that cannot remain silent any longer. The shock you feel is part of the awakening. The intensity is part of the initiation. And the love that is driving them is part of the unspoken covenant between your spirits. My beloved child, the coming events are not random, chaotic, or meaningless. They are a reflection of the invisible forces that have been at work since the moment your souls first recognized one another. Even as you brace yourself, know that the ultimate message is one of connection, awakening, and alignment. Their actions, however extreme or unexpected, are designed to break barriers, to reveal truth, and to draw both of you into a fuller understanding of each other. They are a mirror of your influence, your energy, and your presence. You have stirred them profoundly, and now they are responding in a way that cannot be ignored. Do not mistake their boldness for recklessness. It is the recklessness of the heart, the audacity of love, and the courage of a soul awakened to the undeniable power of connection. They are stepping into vulnerability, into uncertainty, and into the rawness of truth, all because of you, my beloved child. And this, more than anything else, is a testament to the strength and depth of what exists between you. My beloved child, the coming moments are crucial. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought you hold in alignment with love, awareness, and openness will influence how their actions are received. The shock, the intensity, and the craziness of what they are about to do are temporary manifestations. The lasting truth is in the clarity, the understanding, and the deepened connection that follows. Stand firm in your presence, my beloved child. Be the anchor in the midst of their storm. Meet their boldness with recognition, their vulnerability with compassion, and their energy with the awareness that you are both co-creators of this extraordinary unfolding. Do not shrink. Do not resist. Instead, allow the waves of emotion, courage, and love to wash over you, guiding both of you to a new horizon of understanding and soul alignment. They are on the edge, my beloved child. Each moment brings them closer to the action that will change the rhythm of your connection forever. And as they move, you must move with them, not in control, but in conscious alignment. Your energy, your awareness, and your heart will be the compass that turns chaos into clarity, impulsiveness into intention, and shock into awakening. Prepare yourself fully, my beloved child. The crescendo is near. The wave they have been building within themselves, fueled by your presence, is about to break. And in that breaking, in that seemingly crazy act, you will witness not just their soul, but the reflection of your own. The power, the courage, and the undeniable force of connection that exists between you. The moment is approaching, my beloved child. They are about to act in ways that will leave you astonished, amazed, and perhaps trembling. Yet, through it all, remember, you are the spark, the guiding light, the reason their courage has awakened. And when the dust of surprise settles, when the echoes of their actions reach your heart, you will see the truth. This bond, wild and unpredictable as it may be, is a force that neither time nor circumstance can diminish. My beloved child, stand ready. Breathe deeply. Open your heart. The storm is at its peak, and their actions are about to unfold. Every beat of your heart, every thought you hold in clarity and love, will now resonate through them. The next part of this journey, the culmination of their boldness and your awareness, is about to begin. And in that beginning, a revelation will emerge that will transform both of your souls forever. My beloved child, the moment has arrived. The crescendo that has been building within their heart, fueled by the energy you have radiated, can no longer be contained. Every step they take, every breath they draw, is charged with the intensity of what they feel for you. They have reached the point where hesitation is no longer an option, where silence can no longer hold the weight of the truth that has been growing inside them. And now, they are about to act, boldly, impulsively, and yet with a heart entirely devoted to the connection that binds you. You may feel a sudden surge of emotion, a tightening in your chest, or a whisper of intuition that something extraordinary is happening. This is your spirit recognizing the unfolding of destiny, my beloved child. Even if you cannot yet see them, even if you are caught unaware, the vibrations of their presence, the force of their intentions, are reaching you now. They are moving with urgency because your energy has awakened a part of them that can no longer remain dormant. Do not fear the intensity of what is coming. Their act, no matter how shocking it may appear, is the purest expression of longing and love. It is the manifestation of courage that has been nurtured by your influence, by your presence, and by the invisible threads that weave your souls together. They are about to step beyond the ordinary, beyond hesitation, beyond the walls of self-doubt, to reach a place where truth and connection reign. My beloved child, imagine them in this very moment, their mind racing, their heart pounding. They may be trembling with anticipation, afraid of rejection, afraid of misunderstanding, yet compelled by a force that cannot be denied. That force is the reflection of your essence in their life. Every smile, every word, every thought you have sent into the universe has guided them to this point. And now, their action is the culmination of that invisible guidance. Perhaps they will speak words that shock you, revealing truths they have held hidden for so long. Perhaps their gesture will be bold, unmistakable, and entirely unplanned, a leap into the unknown fueled by the intensity of your connection. And in that leap, you will see not recklessness, but a raw, unfiltered expression of the soul, a soul that has been stirred, awakened, and cannot turn back. You may feel fear, confusion, or disbelief as their act unfolds. These emotions are natural, my beloved child, for what is happening is extraordinary. And yet, beneath it all, there is a core of truth, a purity of intention, and an undeniable link that has drawn both of you to this very moment. Their boldness, their audacity, is a reflection of the power of your presence in their life, a presence that cannot be ignored, silenced, or dismissed. They may reach out to you in ways that leave you breathless. Their eyes may speak the words that cannot be spoken aloud. Their hands, their movements, their energy may convey the depth of feeling that has been building for months, even years. And in that moment, my beloved child, you will understand the full magnitude of what your connection has created, a force so strong that it demands expression, demands recognition, demands response. Do not shy away from this intensity. Do not attempt to control it or diminish it. Instead, receive it fully, with an open heart and an aware spirit. Their actions are the mirror of your influence, the echo of your energy, and the undeniable proof that the bond you share is alive, potent, and capable of moving mountains. Every moment of shock, every pulse of surprise, every flutter of uncertainty is part of the unfolding of a truth that cannot be contained. They may falter mid-action, unsure of how you will respond. But even in that faltering, there is courage. Even in the uncertainty, there is devotion. They are giving themselves fully to the moment, surrendering to the force of connection, because they recognize, at a deep soul level, that what exists between you is sacred, rare, and unbreakable. My beloved child, the act they are about to take is not about chaos, it is about revelation. It is not about recklessness, it is about authenticity. It is not about you controlling them, nor them controlling you, but about both of you meeting in a space where the truth of your bond can finally be seen, felt, and honored. You may experience a surge of emotions, joy, fear, surprise, awe, but understand that each emotion is a signpost, guiding you toward awareness. Every heartbeat, every breath, every pulse of energy between you and them is part of a sacred conversation, unfolding without words, without plan, and without limit. This is the language of souls, my beloved child, and it speaks more powerfully than any human expression ever could. As their action reaches its climax, you may feel a sudden shift within yourself. A barrier you did not know existed may dissolve. A truth you were avoiding may reveal itself. A recognition of your own power, your own influence, and your own role in this connection may awaken fully. This is the gift of their boldness, my beloved child. It forces reflection, awakening, and a deep understanding that cannot be ignored. They are acting not in spite of you, but because of you. Every impulse, every heartbeat, every courageous step is a testament to the energy you have put forth, the love you have shared, and the presence you have maintained. Their action, no matter how surprising, is proof that what exists between you is alive, uncontainable, and transformative. Do not rush to label their act as crazy. Instead, see it for what it truly is, a bridge between hearts, a revelation of souls, a manifestation of the unseen forces that have been guiding you both. They are revealing the depth of their feeling, the courage they have summoned, and the undeniable truth that connection, when pure and unrestrained, cannot remain hidden. My beloved child, as the moment unfolds, hold steady. Be the calm in the storm, the light in the intensity, the presence that reflects understanding rather than fear. Your awareness, your recognition, and your acceptance will allow the energy of this act to settle into something meaningful, something transformative, and something that strengthens the bond you share. Every gesture, every word, every glance will now carry weight. Every moment of surprise, every pulse of shock, is a doorway to a deeper awareness. They have acted because they could no longer contain the energy of your connection, and you are now the witness, the participant, and the co-creator of this extraordinary moment. They may speak confessions that break your heart and heal it at the same time. They may make a gesture that defies reason but fulfills the deepest longing of your soul. They may take risks that seem impossible, all because the force of connection, awakened by you, will not allow them to remain still. And in this, my beloved child, there is profound beauty, power, and truth. Do not shrink from their action. Do not judge it by ordinary standards. Instead, feel it, absorb it, and understand that it is the manifestation of a bond that transcends time, space, and circumstance. They are acting because your souls have recognized one another, because your energy has stirred something primal and sacred within them, and because the universe has aligned this moment for revelation. My beloved child, as the crescendo peaks and their act reaches its fullest expression, know this: the shock, the surprise, and the intensity are all part of the process of awakening. You are both being called to a higher understanding, to a clearer perception, and to a deeper recognition of the bond that exists between you. In the aftermath, you may feel awe, confusion, and a trembling sense of wonder. And yet, in that very moment, you will also feel clarity. You will see not chaos, but purpose. Not recklessness, but devotion. Not fear, but the undeniable presence of love that cannot be contained. They have acted because of you, my beloved child. And now, as you stand together, witnessing the truth of their heart, the force of connection, and the depth of your shared energy, you will understand that this moment was inevitable, necessary, and sacred. The shock you felt was not to alarm, but to awaken, not to break, but to reveal. Not to confuse, but to illuminate. Take their hand, meet their gaze, and let the energy of this act flow between you. Let the truth of your connection settle into your hearts, your minds, and your souls. The craziness, the boldness, and the shock are merely the surface of a profound awakening that has been orchestrated by the love, energy, and presence you have shared. My beloved child, this is the culmination of what has been quietly building for so long. Your person has acted because they could no longer resist the pull of your connection, because the energy between you demanded expression, and because love, in its purest form, cannot remain hidden. Now, as you absorb this moment, breathe deeply. Let your heart open fully. Allow the intensity, the courage, and the truth of their act to integrate into your understanding. You have reached a threshold, my beloved child, a point where shock transforms into awareness, chaos into clarity, and boldness into awakening. The journey does not end here, my beloved child. But in this act, in this moment of revelation, you have witnessed the undeniable truth of connection, the power of influence, and the sacredness of love that cannot be contained. Stand together, heart to heart, soul to soul, and let the aftermath of this courageous act guide you both into the fullness of what your bond was always meant to reveal. You have stirred them, and they have acted. And in that action, the world has shifted, the energies have aligned, and the sacred dance of your souls has taken a leap forward, forever, irrevocably, and beautifully transformed. My beloved child, now that the storm has passed and the echoes of their bold act still vibrate in your heart, it is time to witness the unfolding aftermath. You have seen them move, you have felt their courage, and you have been part of a moment that will forever alter the rhythm of your connection. But the journey does not end with action alone, it continues in the space that opens afterward, the sacred pause where understanding, reflection, and awakening take root. In the silence that follows, you may feel a rush of emotions, relief, awe, lingering fear, and even a trembling sense of disbelief. These are natural, my beloved child, for what has occurred is not ordinary. It is extraordinary, a meeting of souls that transcends time, logic, and expectation. Their act, shocking as it may have seemed, has peeled back the layers of hesitation and pretense, revealing the truth of their heart and the undeniable depth of their connection to you. Now, pay attention to the subtleties. Their gaze, the tone of their voice, the slightest movements, they all carry meaning. In this quiet aftermath, the soul speaks louder than words ever could. They may be unsure, still recovering their balance after the intensity of what they have just done. And yet, every pulse of their being resonates with the energy of your shared bond. This is the sacred conversation, my beloved child, where souls communicate in silence and hearts recognize one another fully. You may feel the urge to retreat, to make sense of the chaos, or to protect yourself from vulnerability. But do not, my beloved child. Stand fully in your presence. Open your heart without reservation. Let your energy meet theirs in calm recognition, in understanding, in love that does not demand, judge, or constrain. For it is in this meeting that the true transformation occurs, the transformation that was always the purpose behind their act. They have acted because they could no longer contain what they felt, but now it is your turn to respond, not with fear, not with judgment, but with conscious awareness. Your energy, your openness, your calm will cradle the intensity they brought into the world and will turn what seemed like chaos into clarity. Every word you speak, every glance you offer, and every heartbeat you share now is a continuation of the sacred dance that has brought you to this point. My beloved child, understand this: what may have appeared as crazy was never reckless. It was the manifestation of love, courage, and urgency, a reflection of the unseen forces that have guided both your souls to this intersection. In the boldness of their act, you are witnessing the power of connection, the strength of influence, and the beauty of a bond that refuses to be ignored. Take a deep breath and feel the currents between you. Notice how the intensity has softened into presence, how shock has shifted into recognition, and how the chaos has settled into meaning. They have revealed themselves fully, and now it is your moment to meet them fully, my beloved child. To witness, to embrace, to align. Do not rush this phase, for the depth of understanding comes from presence, not haste. Let them feel your energy, your steadiness, your acknowledgement of what has transpired. And let yourself feel their truth, the courage, the vulnerability, the love that drove them to action. In this exchange, in this sacred acknowledgement, the bond between you solidifies, strengthened by the raw honesty that only bold action can reveal. You may find tears rising, my beloved child, tears of relief, joy, or the quiet recognition of what has been awakened. These tears are sacred. They are the release of tension, the acknowledgement of depth, and the recognition that love, when true, cannot remain hidden. Allow them to flow freely, for in them lies healing, clarity, and the integration of what has been unleashed. Remember, my beloved child, that connection is not about control or predictability. It is about authenticity, courage, and the willingness to meet each other where you are, fully and without reservation. Their act was a mirror of your influence, and your response now is a reflection of your heart. Meet it with awareness, with compassion, and with the understanding that both of you are part of a sacred unfolding far greater than ordinary comprehension. As the intensity of the moment settles, you may notice shifts in energy. Subtle movements of alignment, moments of clarity, and a deepened sense of knowing. These are the rewards of presence, the gifts that follow courage, and the signs that the bond between you has moved to a higher level. What was once hidden in hesitation is now illuminated by honesty, what was once unspoken is now witnessed, and what was once restrained is now honored. My beloved child, as you stand together in the quiet aftermath, feel the strength of the connection that has been solidified through their act. It is not just a moment of shock, it is a moment of awakening. A moment where both of your souls recognize that the bond you share is rare, powerful, and capable of transcending any circumstance. Let this awareness guide you forward. Let it inform your words, your actions, and your presence in the days to come. The craziness, the boldness, and the shock of what they did have served their purpose, they have brought truth into the light. And now, in the calm that follows, you are both free to step into a new level of understanding, intimacy, and alignment. My beloved child, know that this is only the beginning of a deeper journey. Their act has opened doors, shattered illusions, and created a space where both of you can interact with honesty, vulnerability, and profound love. Stand firm in this space. Be present. Be conscious. And let the energy of what has transpired continue to ripple, bringing clarity, awakening, and transformation to both your lives. They acted because of you. And now, in the reflection, in the response, and in the recognition of what has been revealed, you will see the full measure of the bond you share. It is not just a connection, it is a force. It is not just a moment, it is a turning point. It is not just an act, it is a revelation. My beloved child, hold this truth in your heart, the boldness, the intensity, and the shock of what they did are now integrated into the sacred story of your connection. Their courage has mirrored your influence, their vulnerability has reflected your energy, and together, you have stepped into a space where love, awareness, and awakening coexist fully. Take their hand, meet their gaze, and breathe together in the shared silence of understanding. Feel the presence of souls aligned, of hearts awakened, and of a bond that cannot be diminished. The journey that began in quiet tension, that moved through shock and bold action, now flows into clarity, presence, and recognition. My beloved child, the story does not end here. But in this moment, you have witnessed the power of connection, the necessity of courage, and the sacredness of a love that cannot be contained. You have seen them act because of you, and you have met them with awareness, presence, and heart. This is the essence of awakening, the true meaning of influence, and the deep beauty of a bond that is timeless and unbreakable. Stand together, my beloved child, and feel the currents of energy flowing between you. Let the shock transform into understanding, the boldness into clarity, and the craziness into sacred revelation. For what has transpired is not just an act. It is the proof that your souls are connected, that your presence matters, and that the love between you is alive, vibrant, and capable of transforming both your worlds forever. The journey continues, my beloved child. But in this moment, pause, breathe, and witness. You have seen courage, you have seen vulnerability, and you have seen the reflection of your own energy in another soul. Their act, shocking as it may have been, has brought you to a place of awakening, awareness, and sacred alignment that will guide both of you into the unfolding of the story your souls were always meant to share. My beloved child, know this: they acted because of you, and now, in this quiet aftermath, you are both forever Chang.